All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's Rudy. It's Thursday, November the 2nd, the year 2017. And, at some point I start to wonder if it's just me they're picking on or if they actually do this to everybody. But I wanted to share the continued insanity of trying to get letters through to some of these prisoners. As you can see, I sent that off to Jeffrey Rains Winehouse. Jeffrey Rains Winehouse, and it says return to sender, not deliverable as addressed, unable to forward. And they include this piece of paper in it. It says the offender name is Jeffrey Winehouse, Rudy and Aaron. It came from our P.O. Box, and here's the reason they gave. Per new policy, effective January 1st, 2015, all photos must be sent in a separate envelope by themselves. And the photo that I sent to Jeffrey, see, he was wearing a parachute holster, and you can tell in that video that he didn't have time to reach for his weapon. Not only that, there were two FBI agents across the street that their testimony was that Jeffrey Winehouse, they did not see him pull his weapon. Not only that, but his holster was on the other side, and Sergeant Henry Folsom and Scott Mertens lied about it. And the holster, the reflection of the holster is actually caught in the paint of the vehicle. But see, this is a picture of the holster. It's a parachute holster that Jeffrey Winehouse was wearing. So I mailed him a picture of this parachute holster. And I said, Jeffrey, I need to get this holster. I want to order it from the same place that you did, so that I can show everybody that it's impossible to pull a gun out of that holster in the amount of time that you see in that video. And of course, I think he said that it was Mazarang's. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mazarang's Wholesale. It sold military surplus and everything. And I reached out to Mazarang's, and they said in order to order the same holster that Jeffrey was wearing that day, because Jeffrey bought it from Mazarang's in Missouri, they said I would need numbers, the model numbers, and I just don't have the numbers. All I got is this photo. And so anyway, I was trying to send this photo to Jeffrey saying, hey, I would like to get a copy of that parachute holster to show everybody how difficult it is to draw. And because I had some other pieces of paper in the same envelope, they don't even send the letter on to Jeffrey. They just send the whole thing back to me, return to sender. So yet again, one of my letters won't make it to their designated prisoner. So that's the Nazi Gestapo who are trying to stop the ease of communications. I'm documenting it for the record, so in later generations, they will see how horrific our Bureau of Prison, our prison industrial complex, our judicial system, and our law enforcement, FBI, Department of Justice, CIA, Counterterrorism Unit, the Counterterrorism Task Force, all of those organizations, how horrifically evil they have become inside America. The last line of peaceful defense between a tyrannical government and the defendant is jury nullification. And to God be all the glory when this stuff gets resolved.